Yeah. You see, that's great because I think that there are several stages of being on YouTube, especially as an artist, because there's a lot of things people don't realize about YouTube, and it's the fact that being silly on YouTube can get you a lot of attention. Being an artist on YouTube is different because how-to videos and art and tutorials don't get as much attention as somebody doing random silly stuff or even gaming videos.
Yeah.
You know, we don't necessarily get the amazing attention. You know, you can put up the best tutorial in the world, but you're not going to get the 10 million clicks. You know, you're not going to be the overnight millionaire.
No.
That PewDiePie is.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's going to take time to build up that channel.
Yeah.
You're not going to earn a living off of it within your first week. And a lot of it is sitting around and wondering, how do people actually make money off of YouTube?
Yeah.
And, you know, you're clicking around trying to work out what is this great mystery of YouTube and how can you actually earn money off of it. And I think that's what I spent a lot of time doing, is trying to figure out the secret formula of YouTube, especially for artists. Because obviously someone takes a video of a cute dog falling out of a car window or something like that, and it gets 100 million clicks, and instantly somehow that person made $1 million. That makes kind of sense in a weird world. You get that. But for artists doing something serious and trying to make little videos and tutorials and stuff like that, and you're doing one a week or one a day, turning that into a job, into a career, as you've done, what's the formula to that? That's what we all ask ourselves when we set up.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been doing this now for 4 months, and I'm actually seeing it unravel.
Yeah.
But it's hard. And that's what I think people don't realize, is that it's actually, it's not exactly as you'd hope. It's not exactly as you'd expect it to be straight away. There isn't that magic formula in the back of it.
No, there really isn't. And the secret is you just do it. You know, you put yourself out there. You're guaranteed to fail if you don't do anything. There's a guarantee there. Like 100%, you're going to fail if you don't do anything. Your YouTube's not going to grow. You're not going to have a channel. You know, you're not going to get exposure for your work. That's a guarantee that you can count on. Yeah. Now, success, that's a gamble. That's a percentage. It could be a 1% chance or a 100% chance, but that's better than the 0% chance that you're going to have if you don't at least put some work out there and try it. You know, you're right. People can play video games. People can do, you know, pranks on each other and stupid, mindless entertainment things and get millions and millions of views and make a lot of money. But are those people going to leave a legacy in 10 or 20 or 100 years? Are people still going to watch those videos? Maybe, you know, but then again, are those people who are watching the videos getting anything other than mindless entertainment? Like, I think, you know, the art tutorials are a little underappreciated in that sense, because I'm not necessarily making the tutorials to make money. That's not why I went into it. I went into it initially to, you know, and that's still my main focus, is to share my technique and to help people get into digital art and become better digital artists. But I also feel like we put in a lot more effort sometimes into these techniques and these videos and these lessons. And
but it's the circle. You have to make money off of it to keep doing it. Yeah,
you do, because if you're you know, when I was doing 4 to 6 videos a week, that was my job. Yeah. I didn't necessarily make any more money doing 4 to 6 videos compared to doing when I took the hiatus for a month and did no videos. I made the same amount of money as making 4 to 6 videos. So, you know, That's the other surprise. There is no magic bullet, and I've tried to find all the magic bullets, and there's things that definitely have helped, and we can go over those today. But there isn't one thing that's just going to turn on the faucet and all of a sudden you're going to get a million views. You know,
in fact, you can actually chase some things that you think are going to do that for you, and it can go the other way, because this is a bit like a sport where there are rules, and you can be penalized for doing the wrong things. I mean, there are little apps out there you can get for your phone, you know, that will do sub for sub. So this is subscribe for subscribe. But if you do that, what you're doing is you're subscribing to their channel, so they subscribe to your channel. But the thing is, if you subscribe to somebody's channel and they subscribe to your channel and they don't actually watch your videos, YouTube's algorithm says, hey, this person subscribed to your channel, but they don't watch your videos, so your videos must not be very good. And it actually drops you down in the rankings. So when people search for a video on digital art, it doesn't bother to pick up your videos on digital art because it thinks, no, your videos aren't much good because nobody's watching them.
Yeah.
So all these sub for subs that you've been doing actually bring you down in the ratings. So it's like a sport. There are rules. And there are loads of other things like that. And, you know, I know this because I watch loads of different how-to YouTube. I mean, I've sat there and just, like, you know, while I've been working away, while I've been sat there drawing, and I've got my iPad there, or I've got my Surface Pro there, and I'm just, you know, I just have YouTube on in the background with how-to videos streaming away, showing me how to do stuff. You know, I'm just endlessly watching stuff, giving me all this kind of information. And it changes all the time and updates as well. So you've got to be really careful. You can't cheat at any of this stuff because YouTube is the second biggest search engine behind Google, and it's owned by Google, and they've got it sewn up. You can't cheat at any of it. And if you try, the only thing you can be sure of is that you'll only end up stabbing yourself in the foot.
Yeah. As I understand it, the only thing that really, really matters, I mean, there's other factors, but the main factor is watch time. If people are watching your videos and they're watching the whole video or a large percentage of the video, that's going to rank you the highest. And the only way to really get people to watch the video is to genuinely make good content, you know, or content that people are going to watch.
Yeah.
So there really is no, you know, stuffing in keywords, or, you know, trying to use apps or pay people on Fiverr or $5 to go and like 100 of your videos. That stuff is not going to make any difference. It's going to make a tiny, tiny difference. But really, when those that already has a reputation, and that's just adding to the reputation.
I saw somebody had put a load of keywords at the bottom of their description. And I thought, oh, that's a good way, because I'm always running out of, you know, keywords. I get told that I've got too many keywords in there. And I was reading someone's description, and they had like extra keywords, like loads of them jumbled at the bottom of their description. I thought, that's a good way of getting more keywords in there. And then I was watching a little how-to YouTube video, and someone pointed out the fact that this is wrong, and if you get reported for that, you can have your account closed.
Yeah. I
didn't realize that was an infringement of YouTube's terms. So I'm glad I never did that.
Yeah, that's definitely a practice that was probably effective anymore. What you should do in that case is you should still include those keywords that you couldn't add to the tags, but put them in a description. You know, make the description, don't just have it be a bunch of words with commas in between.
Write them as a piece of copy, write them as text.
Yeah, and I've done, you know, I've gone through a few videos and written out a huge description, and I don't know that really made much of a difference compared to the videos that have a short description. So in my experience, I think that that's something I killed a lot of time on. Like you were saying earlier, you can chase something in circles that's not really going to do anything for you.
I think it does help, and it's like having a video that doesn't have many hits, or if you want to refresh it in the search terms, you know, if you want a video to start getting more hits again, you know, if it hasn't been looked at in a while, if it's an older video, you can just change its title.
Yeah.
Or
I've done that.
Just change the description a bit. That helps the search kind of pick it up again.
Yeah, it gets, and then sometimes we have a better idea about how to, you know, maybe you gave it a title that wasn't that effective because you were feeling rushed or something, and you think about it later and you're like, no, actually people are probably going to search for this. Also, another tip, if you look in your analytics under your traffic sources and you look under YouTube search, it'll show you for each video the search terms that people use to find that video. And oftentimes the top search results on that list are a more effective title than what you have now.
Exactly.
You can even use those suggestions to craft your titles. You can even use those.
Yeah, exactly.
You could even use that as a way to get ideas for other videos. You know, like people are searching a lot for these particular topics. I need to make more videos about those topics.
Yeah, or you can use it at certain times of the year, like this. If you've got a scary monster video, you could rename it. I wouldn't do it tonight, but you could have done it a week ago. So it was Halloween monster.
Exactly.